The Law of Symbiosis. I went to see the master on a chilly late winter afternoon. The space was as quiet as usual, except today there was a cup of hot ginger tea on the table, its gentle fragrance paving the way for a profound story about to begin. I started, "Master, how can I identify my role in life? Sometimes I feel lost, not knowing if what I'm doing is right or wrong." The master smiled, his eyes seeming to see straight through my thoughts. Speaking of a human's role in life, especially in work, brings to mind the image of the crab and the string. He slowly began to tell the story. In the coastal countryside of Vietnam, when people catch a crab, they tie it up with a soft string. This string not only prevents the crab from breaking its claws or getting injured during transport, but it also helps the seller easily carry the crab far away without it losing its value. He paused for a moment, then continued, "But the interesting thing is, when the crab is sold, the string holds the exact same value as the crab. Even though the string is initially just a cheap item, when tied to the crab, it becomes an indispensable part, elevating its own value to equal that of the crab." I was surprised. "You mean a tiny string can become that important?" The master nodded. "Exactly. But let's look deeper into this symbiosis. Without the string, the crab easily breaks its claws, gets injured, or cannot be transported far. Conversely, if the string isn't tied to the crab, it remains a worthless piece of twine that no one pays attention to." I began to understand, but still wondered, "Master, then how do I know if I am the string or the crab in this life?" The master smiled, his eyes full of composure. "If you are someone who always wants to be in charge, create great things, and lead a team or an organization, then you are like the crab, the visionary. But if you choose to assist and support those visionaries, helping them achieve their goals without needing to stand at the crest of the wave, you are the string, the excellent supporter." I pondered and asked, "But if I am the crab and I don't have a string tied to me, I wouldn't be able to create any value either, right, master?" The master nodded. "Precisely. A person who wants to do big things but has no one to accompany and support them will forever remain just a collection of fragmented ideas, unable to materialize. Conversely, a person who only wants to do things well but doesn't bind themselves to a mission or organization will never create true value either." The master looked at me, his eyes clearly seeing what I was wrestling with. "Sometimes your role changes depending on the stage of life. There are times you need to do things well, supporting a visionary to elevate your own value. Then, one day, when you have enough capacity and a team, you can become the visionary, the crab for others to tie themselves to." I nodded. "So that means I can start as a string and gradually become a big crab?" He replied, "Yes. But the most important thing is that you must clearly define your role in each stage. If you hesitate, not knowing whether you are the string or the crab, you will forever stand in the middle and achieve nothing fully." The master set his teacup down, his eyes turning more serious. "The crab is not allowed to look down on the string, because without the string, the crab never can be transported far and maintain its value. Conversely, the string must also cherish the crab, because without the crab, the string forever remains a meaningless piece of string." I felt my mind clear up. "Master, I understand now. If I want to do big things, I need to learn to appreciate those who do things well, the people who support me. And if I am doing things well, I need to find the right visionary to bind myself to elevate my own value." The master smiled softly. "Correct. In any organization, the symbiosis between the string and the crab is the deciding factor for longevity. But remember, for the crab to retain its value, it must have a team of excellent strings. And for the string to elevate its value, it must bind itself to big crabs." As I left the study, the afternoon sunlight was fading, but in my heart, the master's words still echoed. I told myself that whether I am a string or a crab, the The most important thing is to clearly recognize my role and do it to the best of my ability in every stage and context. In life, not everyone will be the one doing big things, but anyone can be the one doing things well. And when we do things well, we will eventually have the opportunity to become the ones doing big things in the future.